Spurs taste defeat for the first time this season, 3-0 away to Crystal Palace. Here to help us break it down, Janusz Michallik. Janusz, Crystal Palace gets all 3 goals after Spurs are reduced to 10 men. But even with that, I feel like it's fair to say Crystal Palace very deserving of the victory today.
They absolutely did, Sebi. And if you look at Spurs in this game, everything that could have gone wrong for them really did, right? I mean, starting with the problems they've had defensively. Of course, you look at Davinson Sanchez, Cristiano Romero quarantining in Europe and Croatia, I believe, and Eric Dyer, 10 minutes in, gets injured. Of course, Japhet Tanganga showed his age and lack of experience as well, being sent off. What else did go wrong? Ben Davis comes in. It's a handball for a penalty. So defensively, they were all over the shop. Let's not forget there was a debut for Emerson Royal as well at right back, and he didn't look good against Wilfred Zaha. So I suppose you've got to give credit to Crystal Palace because under Patrick Vieira, this is different Palace, isn't it, Sebi? That of Roy Hodgson may be more pragmatic, if you will, and Patrick Vieira will always try to play out of the back and take risks, and they did, and they fully deserved it.
Yeah, they had most of the ball, even when the teams were playing 11 on 11. Back to Spurs for a second. Harry Kane, hardly a touch in the first half. And then once Spurs are reduced to 10 men, nothing. You could sense some of the frustration there in the way Spurs played, starting to get to their captain.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was able to watch him on Thursday. Well, let's not forget. I mean, he played. The game against Poland finished at midnight on Thursday. Not an excuse, but we tend to forget about those players that had pretty much maybe one day off. So without Son, who got himself injured on international duty as well, Berifine wasn't available. I mean, small excuses, I suppose, right? If you're a Spurs team, this is a game that you normally win. The statistics are certainly against Crystal Palace when it comes to this derby. But look, we all thought that wheels were coming off for Spurs, right? Just a few weeks ago, Harry Kane was leaving. No manager wanted to take over in this one. And they've started the season with 3 wins, 1-0. Didn't score much, but didn't concede. So I think Harry Kane is going to be absolutely fine in time. But, if you look at Spurs ahead of what's next, Chelsea and Arsenal, this is the game that they probably thought that they were going to get something out of.
Did we see a regression to the mean for Spurs then? Or do you think that the team that won those first 3 games is the real Spurs and they can maybe compete for top 4?
I think it's somewhere in between. It's one of those games that you just can't, judge Spurs based on that. I think they've surprised us early. I still think this is a team outside of the top 4. I think everybody got excited a little bit with the start of the season. But again, the real tests are coming up. Chelsea and Arsenal for Spurs. We'll see after that.
Hey, real quick on Crystal Palace, Patrick Vieira, his first win in charge, and you can see maybe a sign of brighter things to come.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. Know him personally and know his philosophy and I know how he, approaches things. And as you've said, Sebi, totally different to that of Roy Hodgson. And Roy Hodgson, I thought, did a tremendous job with Crystal Palace. But we'll see. You saw a happy team, and even Odson Edouard. How could we forget about him? I mean, what a debut! What did he score? 30 seconds in on the first touch, and then another goal in the end. Obviously, just coming over from Celtic. So that's a massive, massive bonus for Crystal Palace and for him personally, because he's got to be on cloud 9.
Happy days at Selhurst Park for sure. Crystal Palace 3, Spurs nothing. Thanks, Janusz.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.